The Julbo Aero sunglasses. This is my review of the Julbo Aero sunglasses. These are the UTMB Edition. However, from what I can tell, they're extremely similar to the Julbo Aero Segment sunglasses as well, so I'm going to go through these in detail. To start, to explain the reason for purchasing these sunglasses, I was out running and I was making use of an older pair of kind of more traditional sunglasses, these Oakleys, and I found that every time I was going into the woods I was having to lift them up to see the technical trails when I was out trail running and training for Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc. Now the problem with that was that I was getting bugs, bits of dirt, etc. in my eyes every time I was lifting the sunglasses up. And at one point I ended up getting a sting on my eyelid, which caused my eyelid to swell up, and it was watering and I couldn't really see the trail clearly properly. So therefore I decided to purchase a pair of sunglasses with photochromatic lenses that would adjust for the light. Just checking out the eye, it's a bit swollen. No idea what it was. Oh well. Better to happen in training than happen in race day. Getting into the review properly, well, first off, just as a comparison in terms of weight, these Oakleys are 29 grams, the Julbos are coming in at 26, so slightly lighter, and you can see there as well the size and shape is reasonably similar between the two of them. Starting off with the fit. First off, I'll say that these are extremely comfortable to wear. I've been doing multiple long runs with them. I did a 45-kilometer run in the mountains and it had a lot of technical downhills, a lot of jumping around, and the fit was absolutely fine. They were on my face for the full 8 hours I was out running. There was no issue whatsoever with any kind of comfort, any chafing, anything like that. And I put that down to obviously the main contact points being on the ear and the bridge of the nose. And you can see here that one of the features is that you have this soft section which is on top of the ears, which allows for some compression and makes it extremely comfortable. Then on the nose as well, it's again a nice soft material, whereas some other brands of glasses may have a harder plastic. This is quite a soft material that you have there. A second noticeable feature is the venting that you have between the top of the glasses and also around the side. Now it may be psychological, I'm not sure, but when I've been out running I feel that it's been sort of mid-30s in the shade on a lot of the runs that I've been doing, and definitely feel that I don't sweat as much underneath them as I did in the previous pair, which didn't have that venting. As I said, it could just be the fit slightly different further away from my head, I'm not too sure, but definitely feels that that is working. I haven't had an opportunity to test them in cold weather, unfortunately, so I can't tell you about whether that helps with anti-fogging up off the lenses. However, I imagine there would be some benefit to that extra ventilation there as well. You also have some slight ventilation on the side of the head, which I'm sure is mainly for weight saving. The lenses themselves, I've tried them in a whole host of different scenarios, out early in the morning and also in the middle of the day in bright sunlight, and then going into thick wooded sections with technical trails. Testing the glasses out on my morning run, so the sun's just about up, so depending what the camera does to the screen, it's light but it's not very bright yet. I'm running through this wood, so mainly wearing them to protect the eyes from bugs. There's lots of flies, mosquitoes, etc. about, and they work really well. No impact, total invisibility. Now coming into a slightly sunny bit, and they adjust really well, especially in the dappled light through the woods. Even in the middle of the day when you've been running, say across a field and you go into a wooded section in dark shade and thick wood, they adjust very quickly. I've not once had to take them off for any, say, technical descents and things like that for better visibility. Really impressed last night when it was getting a bit dark when I finished the run through the woods. Rain was on, really clear still with lots of mosquitoes and things about, which was great. In this dappled light, quite bright sunny day now in the woods, working well. So yeah,
Really impressed by them. Don't have to take them off with the scent, which is brilliant, because every time I feel a fly hitting against them, I know that's not going in my eyes.
And so far, in all the testing that I've done with them, they work really well. At no point have I felt the need to have to lift them up to see the track more clearly, even coming in from very bright sunlight into quite dappled or very dark wooded sections. It seems to work really well, that reactive photochromatic lenses that they have here. Now these are the UTMB Edition, and I believe that the Aero Segment glasses they have are probably the closest match. I think the only difference between the two is that there's a slightly different lens. In terms of fit, comfort, performance, I think these are an absolutely fantastic pair of sunglasses. I've got absolutely no issues with them whatsoever. As I mentioned, the main rationale for purchasing them was for a long ultramarathon, and issues I was having with the traditional sunglasses without the photochromatic lenses that adjust to the light, and finding I kept having to remove them when I was going into more technical sections of trails in wooded areas, and therefore when I was lifting up I was finding I was getting things in the eye, and ultimately it was the sting on my eyelid which caused me then to purchase these glasses. Talking about purchasing them, that's the only slight reservation or issue I have, is the price point. They are €180, so are fairly expensive for a pair of sunglasses, and ultimately it's whether you weigh up buying a top end pair of sunglasses or a slightly cheaper pair, which will probably have 90% of the performance benefits. For me, the main rationale for purchasing them was because they're extremely well suited and designed specifically for the sort of events that I am doing, and the fact that over a 46 hour race, I want a pair of sunglasses that are going to give me minimal issues. So therefore comfort, fit, and also that adaptive lens technology was key for me in making that decision. But if you're looking for a new pair of sunglasses, specifically for say trail running, then I could highly recommend the Julbo Aero, either these are the UTMB Edition or the Segment. As I say, look to be near identical to them. I hope you found this video of value. If you have, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Also, if you would like weekly training advice, check out my website. There's a link down below where you can sign up to my weekly newsletter. I'll see you next time.